Let's give you a live look now at the federal courthouse here in downtown Indianapolis. This is where the state of Indiana and the ACLU of Indiana argued in front of a federal judge this afternoon. All of this over that new law banning gender-affirming care for young people.
So the judge will decide if this newly signed law should go into effect in just a few weeks.
Our John Duran was in the courtroom today and heard from both sides of the case.
Following a lengthy hearing, this state and ACLU of Indiana left a federal courtroom optimistic. The plaintiff, represented by Ken Falk, argued children who are gender dysphoric require gender-affirming care.
All the major medical and mental health organizations in the United States endorse this as the standard of care that is to be applied, and there are no alternatives.
Indiana's Solicitor General Thomas Fisher argued gender-affirming treatments are risky and not enough research has been done.
The scientific studies that are cited to support use of medical intervention for gender dysphoria for minors simply does not show causation, and I think that that's a really critical part of understanding what's going on in this situation and with this law that the legislature has enacted.
As the judge is deciding whether or not he will grant that injunction, we talked to both sides outside the courthouse to see how important that decision is.
Indiana says we're doing this to protect the children, but there's no evidence of that. What we have are parents and children and their doctors providing this care, and the kids are getting better.
There are risks that are attendant to these treatments for children. The legislature wanted to address that with a law that goes into effect July 1st, and we think that that law should stand.
The judge told the courtroom he would make a decision as soon as possible. Without an injunction, the law banning gender-affirming care for youth would go into effect July 1st. In Indianapolis, John Duran, 13 News.
New at 6, we've got some